Welcome back, guys. So, in this video, we are going to learn about how to create a Windows virtual machine in Azure. So, let's go on Azure portal. If you have created your subscription ID, you can log in with that. If you don't have, then you can create. I already informed you how to create the free account in Azure. So, I have already a Azure ID and I have already logged in with that. So for virtual machine creation, I have already show some details like how to check a virtual machine, where we can create the virtual machines. So first of all, we have the home screen of our Azure portals. Then we have to go left panel, three arrow keys, dots. You can see that. And there is option all services. And in all services, you will get the option for features and under the features, virtual machine. Or you can also go into the compute option, and there also you will get the virtual machine options. And sometime you will get the same things on your home screen also, like virtual machines. And another one step is we can also search here virtual virtual machine. If we will click on here, then we are going on same windows. Like we are going to search, we are going to open virtual machine like this, or you are going to open like this, or you are going to open like this. So we are going on same windows after click on that. So we have to create virtual machines, and I will tell you two thing is required mandatory for the virtual machine in Azure. One is subscription ID, and second one is resource group. So these two things is mandatory in Azure. Whatever you are going to create, you have to create virtual machine, you have to create storage account, you are going to create any databases, you are going to create any VPC, you are going to create anything in Azure. Two thing is required for everything, and it will ask you every time whenever you are going to deploy anything in Azure. So let's go on creation process of Azure virtual machines. So click on the add button, plus add button, and you will get the option for virtual machines. So click on virtual machine. Once you will click on the virtual machine, you will get a new windows in which there is 5 6 step we have to update for virtual machine creations. So first step is basic. In basic, we have to enter some basic details about the virtual machines. Like first is subscription and second one is resource group. You will see two things very important, and it will ask you in every resources deployment whatever you are going to deploy in Azure, and rather detail are depend on you what are you going to do that. Okay, so like in subscription, I have free trial subscription, so it is by default selected. If you have any other, then it will automatically selected here. Or if you have multiple subscription in single accounts, then you can also select your subscription from arrow key drop downs. And after that you can create resource group, or if you have already existing resource group any, then you can create on that. So I'm going to create new resource groups. Click on create new and enter the resource group name rg1. Okay, rg1 is resource group name, and then it will ask you the instance details. Like we are going to create virtual machine, then we did require the details for virtual machines. So virtual machine name, what you want to keep virtual machine name, then you can put here. Like I'm going to keep it demo. And after that it will ask you the region in which location you want to create your virtual machines. So you can click on that, and you have lots of options, and you can select according to you. So I'm going to switch from Southeast Asia to East US. Okay, and after that is availability options. We will learn about this in our coming lectures in details. So I'm keeping default here. And after that image. So in image, you have to select the operating system which you want to install in your virtual machines. So by default it is selected Ubuntu Server 18.4. If you want to change, you can change it from here. There is lots of operating system here, or you can also browse from all public and private images, and you can search here also like Windows 10, Windows Pro 10. Might be you can get this searching in your details. So let's search once in manually like compute might be in media might be it available. Next up is image. In image we will get the multiple option for select the virtual machines, like we by default we are getting Ubuntu server 18.4, and if you want to change you can switch from here. Like I'm going to create Windows 10 virtual machines, so I have selected Windows 10 Pro version 18.09 in Gen 1. Then it will ask you the Azure Spot instance. We are going to keep it by default no, and then it will ask you the size for virtual machine, like which capacity of the virtual machine you want to use, like how much CPU, how much RAM, memory you want to use in your virtual machine. So you have by default it is selected B2S, 2 virtual CPUs and 4 GB memory. If you want to change you can click on here change, and you will get the lots of option here. So we have lots of features here. If you want to you can search here by add filter, family filter, and it will select all. There is 7 types of virtual machine types here we will get, like you can see here: general purpose CPU, high performance compute, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, and confidential compute. So every incident have different capacity and different features, different roles. So that's depend on you which configuration you want to use, and you can use according to that. Like general purpose, in general purpose VM you will get the normal configuration of the virtual machine, like one virtual CPU and 1 2 GB RAM you will get in this. Like a GPU, in GPU means graphical process unit. So GPU mostly are used in graphical work, so that configuration is very high, and including the graphic card also you will get in virtual machines. So similar is compute optimize. In compute optimize you will get the CPU high and other things in normals. In memory optimization you will get the RAM high and other configuration is normal. In storage optimize you will get the storage max, storage high, and other things are depend on you how much you want to use. So that is the difference between all of these families in Azure virtual machine types. So I'm going to select B2S normal, 2 virtual CPU, 4 GB RAM, and this is the 4 GB disk, 4 disk, and 1280 is input output per second of the storage. And by default, Azure is attaching one temporary disk with your virtual machine, which is 8 GB. That is by default. You can't remove it whenever a virtual machine is created. That according to that you will get the space in temporary disk. So I'm going to select B2S and click on select, and after that you have to set the username and password for your virtual machine for accessing. Like if you want to access your virtual machine, then you have to access need a username password. So we have to set your username and password here. So like I'm going to enter your username is study and password. One more thing, you have required minimum 12 to 123 character password length here. If you keep password minimum, you have to enter the password 12 characters. If you keep low, then you will not get the any other option for process it. Okay, I have keep username and password. After that it will ask you the allow port number, which port you want to allow to access your virtual machine. So in Windows we have to allow RDP 3389 port, which is remote desktop protocol. So we are accessing our virtual machine through RDP consoles. So we don't need any other ports for accessing right now. We need only RDP port. So I'm keeping RDP allow and other is disallow. And after that it will ask you the config licensing confirmations. So I will confirm I have eligible Windows 10 license with multiple tenant hosting and nights. So after that click on next and you will get the second option for disk. In disk you will get the OS disk type, which types of disk you want to use. There is three types of disk in Azure. One is standard HDD, and then standard SSD, and after that is premium SSD. That is the difference between pricing also and the speed also. Like standard HDD is standard HDD is like a normal hard disk which we are using in our desktops and laptops. And after that we go to standard SSD, and standard SSD is faster than standard HDD. And these days standard HDD is mostly people are using in laptop and desktop also, and standard HDD is only using in desktops, and premium SSD is very expensive and performance is also high. So I'm going to select here standard SSD, and after that encryption types, it will ask you if you want to encrypt your disk, then you can click here and encrypt it rest with a customer managed key, or if you don't want to encrypt it, you can keep default options. And after that you will get the data disk option. If you want to if you want to attach any extra disk with your virtual machine, then you can create here, or if you have already existing any data disk you want to attach that one, then also you can attach the same things. And one more thing, if you have created your VM, if you want to attach extra disk, then you can also attach your extra disk in your virtual machines. So we will learn about that also in coming lectures. So after that click on networking. Networking is our network interface, like we are what things we are going to allow in our virtual machine, and what things we are going to block, what IP we need on our virtual machine, what subnet we required. So everything is here. Like first is virtual network. So by default whenever we are going to create any virtual machine, it will create the resource group name and VNet. And if you want to create any manually new virtual network, you can also create it here. If you want to change, you can also change from here if you have already existing VPC. So I'm going to keep it default. Subnet also I'm going to keep default. And other option is public IP. If you want to keep if you want allow public IP on your virtual machine, you can enable it, or if you don't want, you can just drop down and click on none. Then you will not get public IP on your virtual machines. So we have to check RDP. We require public IP here. So I'm going to keep demo IP. If you want to provide a new name, then you can create new and I enter the name here. After that, NIC network security groups. There is default configuration. Public inbound port, we have allowed only one port, RDP 3389. And after that, isolated networking, we are going to keep it off as a default. And load balancing, we are not going to implement load balancing right now. So we are going to keep it no. And after that you will get the option for management. In management you will get option like your system monitoring, like whenever any system or server is going to up, then it will diagnose some points on your system, like a CPU test, memory test, hard disk test. So like a BIOS test, it will also same things, boot diagnostic. So while any virtual machine or server is getting reboot, then it will diagnose the things. So I'm going to keep it off. Other thing also I'm going to keep off by default. So if you want to on anything, you can click on button just, and you can get it on. And after that I will click on next advanced. In advanced tab you will get the extensions. If you want to install any software, any services through extension, you can select an extension from that. Here you will get the option for select extensions, and there is multiple extensions in Azure portal. We can do that, and we can also add the custom extensions in here. And if whenever our virtual machine is up, we will get the install of that service or that software through extension. Or if you want to put any custom scripts here, you can also put that, and it will get automatically installed when your virtual machine is up. And after that is option is tag. In tag you can put any name if you want. like for which department you are going to create, for which services you are going to run. Like I'm going to edit finance, we are going to use Tally server, Tally ERP, and I'm going to click on review and create. So once you will create on review and create, you will get the details which we have selected. Like if you want to see anything details, you can check here. If you want to change anything, you can go back and do changing. Like if you want to networking, you can do that. So we have already selected all things. So we are going to review and going to click on create buttons. So everything is created. So I'm going to create. After click on create button, you will get the notification here like that. Initializing deployment. It will take some time. After that, it will show you some another message submitting deployment. Submitting the deployment templates for resource group RG1, which we have already created. So it will take some time to create the virtual machine in your Azure portal. And whenever any virtual machine going to create, then by default four things is getting created with the virtual machine. One is public IP, second one is network security group, third one is VNet virtual network, and fourth is interface cards, your network interface cards, and after last one option is virtual machines. So you can see all things here. Four thing is created like public IP, network security groups, RG1 VNet virtual network, and demo 40 network interface cards. Like that you can see that. And last option is virtual machine is created. If we will click on here, we will get the options of how it is going to create. So let me go the virtual machine options. It will take some time to get the details update here. I'm going to virtual machine. Okay, so let's go on virtual machines. Once we will click on the virtual machine, you will get here demo, and type is virtual machine, status is creating, and what is resource group? We have created RG1, that is here. And what is the location we have selected? East US. That's our regions. Source is marketplace, and our subscription is free trial. So if you click on that demo, you will get the your virtual machine details here, like status is creating, resource group is RG1, location East US, subscription type free trials, your subscription ID is here, tag which we have added that time, then it will show you here, and what operating system you are using, Windows. Size of the virtual machine is standard B2S to virtual CPUs and 4 GB RAM memory. And what public IP we have got in this virtual machine, that one is this. And after that, virtual network is subnet DNS. If you want to configure, you can configure it here. And other thing, if you want to see, you can see here like networking, your public IP this and private IP this. What virtual network we have created, it is default, and you can see here what we have. And the size of the virtual machine you can see here, 2 virtual CPU and 4 GB and standard B2S. Disk is OS disk is demo OS disk, not enable encryption, we don't have enable it. So if you want to check more details here, you can check like disk here, which disk we have used. It is demo disk 127 GB, which by default selected by Microsoft. If you want to customize, you can do that by adding any other disk. And one more thing, if you want to see that extension features I will told you, whenever we are going to install anything through extensions, we can use extensions here also. So there is lots of things. I will tell you one by one and everything in coming videos. So just wait while our virtual machine is getting create. So it's still in creating process. So you can see our virtual machine is created and process is status is running. If you want to access it, you can just copy your public IP, or you can also download the RDP file here. Click on connect RDP, download the RDP file, save on desktop or anything there, save, click on open and click on connect. Now it will ask you the username password which we have created while virtual machine is created. So username is study we have created, and enter the password which we create that time. Like I have entered that password, and now it will ask you the for login permissions, and after that you will get login on that, and it will create your profile for first time creation login. Like that you can see we have logged in with study user, and we are getting the welcome window. So like that we can create virtual machines in Azure. So let's wait some more time to get it created, and our profile is getting logged in. So if you click on overview again, then you can see there is multiple options here. Connect for access, how we are going to access our virtual machines, and after that is start. We have our virtual machine is already in running status, so we don't get start button is highlighted. If our virtual machine is in stop state, then we start button is got highlighted. And after that, if you want to restart your virtual machine, you can click on here, and your virtual machine will get reboot. And if you want to delete your virtual machine, you can delete, or if you want to shut down your virtual machine, you can stop. If you stop, your virtual machine is get stopped. And if you want to delete, you can click on delete, and it will get delete. And capture option is here for virtual machine capture. Like if we want to create same virtual machine with the same configuration, then we can capture this image, and we can create new virtual machine with the capture. So we can do that. So let's go on the virtual machine once. So it will ask some details, and we click on accept. So now you can see that we have logged in successfully in the virtual machines through our public IP and username password. So you can do that accordingly, or you can do setting according to your requirements, according to your infra requirements. If you are doing, and one more thing, if you are doing everything for study purpose, please keep in mind you will delete everything once your practical is done, because otherwise Microsoft will charge you for that. So make sure once your practical is done, please delete from the Azure portal, so that they will not charge you extra. Okay, so let's I'm going to stop my virtual machine, and now I'm going to delete my virtual machine. So if I will delete my virtual machine, I click on here delete. But in that case my virtual machine is getting deleted, but while we have created virtual machine, there is 5 things getting created, like public IP, virtual network. We have to do delete that also manually. For that purpose we will delete our resource group. We'll go to resource group and select your resource group which we have created, RG1, and click here delete resource group. So all things which is created while virtual machine is created in our resource group, all things will get delete. Like I'm going to delete. It will ask you for resource group name, then you can click on RG1, copy and paste RG1, or you can type also RG1, and that delete button is getting highlighted. And what are going to delete? There are 6 resources in resource group that will be deleted. So everything will get deleted which is in this group. So I'm going to delete, click on delete buttons. So it will take some times. You can delete like this, or you can use the Windows virtual machine how we created. So thank you guys, keep watching, bye bye.